Stoic productivity. Work without stress. The modern world often equates productivity with a frenetic, non-stop rush, a ceaseless hustle that leaves us feeling perpetually depleted and on the edge of burnout. We measure our worth in completed to-do lists, overflowing inboxes, and the speed at which we can move from one task to the next. But what if there was an older, wiser path to getting things done? What if the secret to deep, meaningful, and sustainable productivity wasn't about doing more, but about changing how we approach the work itself? Welcome to the powerful, profoundly stabilizing world of Stoic productivity. This isn't your average time management hack. This is a philosophical operating system for your professional life. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy practiced by Roman emperors, former slaves, and playwrights, offers a toolkit for achieving flow, focus, and output not despite stress, but by neutralizing its root causes. The Stoics understood that the primary source of our anxiety and stress is not the workload itself, but our internal, often irrational response to it. The dichotomy of control, your anchor in the storm. The bedrock of Stoic thought is the dichotomy of control. Simply put, some things are up to us, and some things are not. Things that are up to us include our own opinions, impulses, desires, and, crucially, our actions and effort. Things not up to us include the weather, the economy, other people's opinions, and the outcome of our best efforts. For the modern professional, this is the most liberating concept available. Most workplace stress comes from obsessing over external variables. Will the client like this presentation? Will my colleague meet the deadline? Will I get the promotion? The Stoic shift is radical. Focus 100% of your energy on your process and your input, and detach your emotional well-being from the result. Instead of aiming for the uncontrollable goal, e.g., win the contract, focus on the controllable action, e.g., prepare the most thorough, well-researched proposal I am capable of delivering today. Once the proposal is sent, the work is done, and the outcome belongs to the universe. This simple mental reframing allows you to work with intensity, but without the debilitating emotional baggage of expectation. Premeditation malorum, stress-proofing your day. Another profound tool is premeditation malorum, or the premeditation of adversity. This sounds pessimistic, but it is, in fact, the ultimate form of proactive psychological preparation. Before starting a critical task or project, the Stoic doesn't just visualize success. They deliberately and rationally visualize the worst case, most likely, and most annoying scenarios. The problem: you are stressed about a major software launch. The Stoic prep. You calmly consider: what if the server crashes? What if the key feature has a bug? What if the main user is unhappy with the interface? By mentally rehearsing these setbacks, two things happen. First, the anxiety is reduced because the unknown becomes known. You have faced the monster, and it wasn't as terrifying as your imagination made it out to be. Second, you are prompted to prepare countermeasures. If the server crashes, you already have the rollback plan ready. The preemptive mental suffering prevents actual emotional suffering when the inevitable friction occurs, allowing you to react with calm efficiency rather than panic. This transforms the work environment from a constant source of surprises into a predictable landscape you are ready to navigate. The virtue of diligence, finding flow in the present task. Many productivity techniques prioritize context switching and multitasking, which the Stoics would view as a form of self-sabotage. The Stoic ideal of work is not speed, but about diligence, a key Roman virtue, and presence. Marcus Aurelius, arguably the most powerful man in the world, wrote in Meditations about the importance of performing every task as if it were your last. Do not disturb yourself by thinking of the whole of your life. Simply ask yourself, what is it in this moment that I find so unbearable? For the worker, this translates to deep work before the term was even invented. When you sit down to write that email, truly write that email. Give it your full attention. When you are in a meeting, be fully present in the discussion. This intense focus on the immediate task, the only place where you truly have power, is the gateway to flow state. Stress and anxiety thrive in the past, regret, and the future, fear. By tethering your attention firmly to the work in front of you, you starve both of these energy drains, allowing your productivity to become effortless and deeply satisfying. The inner citadel, defining your own success. Finally, Stoic productivity requires defining success internally, not externally. In the frantic race of modern careers, we often allow our self-worth to be dictated by external metrics: salary, job title, social media recognition, or the size of our office. These are all external and therefore fragile. The Stoic builds an inner citadel, a sense of self-worth based on virtue, honesty, justice, discipline, and wisdom. For productivity, this means success is measured by the quality of your character displayed during the work. Did you handle that difficult feedback with grace and rationality? Justice. Did you stick to your schedule and avoid procrastination? Discipline. Did you apply your full intelligence to solving the problem? Wisdom. If you can answer yes to these questions, then the day was a success, even if the external result was a failure. This perspective is the ultimate form of stress reduction. When your well-being is anchored in your effort and your intent, you become impervious to the unpredictable, often unfair, turbulence of the market, the office, and the world. You work not to chase a fleeting outcome, but because the act of applying yourself diligently and virtuously is its own reward. We hope this deep dive into Stoic productivity provides a sturdy philosophical framework for your own journey. If these ideas resonated with you and offered a moment of calm perspective in your busy life, please take a moment to drop your thoughts in the comments below. We love hearing how these timeless principles apply to the modern world. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more discussions that aim to build a life of wisdom, and give this video a thumbs up to help spread the message that stress and high output do not have to be inseparable.